Dear students, welcome to the science class. In the last class, we started with the topic that is nothing but motion, and we have already covered all the concepts which are going to coming in this chapter. And we are at the last stage of this chapter, that is nothing but we are discussing about the numericals which are going to come in this chapter related to the relationship between the time and velocity as well as position and time and position and velocity. Using those relations, we are started to solve some numericals which are given in your textbook. These are the text questions which are present on the page number 110. Already we discussed one question that in the previous class. In today's class, we are going to discuss further more questions. Right. Now, second question. Second numerical is nothing but a train is traveling at a speed of 90 km per hour. A train is traveling at a speed of 90 km per hour. Brakes are applied so as to produce an uniform acceleration of minus 0.5 meter per second square. Right, brakes are applied so that the train is going to produce minus 0.5 meter per second square of the acceleration. That is nothing but acceleration is in opposite direction. That is nothing but the train is getting slowed. The speed of the train is getting decreased. The negative I will indicate that the speed of the train are getting decreased. What we have to find out? We have to find how far the train will go before it brought to rest. We have to find out the total distance after the application of the brake so that the train go and rest to become a state of the rest. So that the problem is nothing but the train is traveling at a speed of 90 km per hour. Brakes are applied so as to produce an uniform acceleration of minus 0.5 meter per second square. Find how far the train will go before brought to rest. So that we have to find out the total distance covered. That is nothing but s. So that we have to write down the given data. Given. What are given here? When you check there, a train is traveling at speed of 90 km per hour. That is nothing but train is already in travel. It is already in motion. Then, if it is already in motion, the speed which is given here it will be a uniform velocity. This will be a uniform velocity. So that uniform velocity is given there nothing but uniform velocity, that is nothing but u equal to how much? It is equal to 90 km per hour. 90 km per hour, which is given in the problem statement. As well as they are given the acceleration of the train after the application of the brake. When the brakes are applied to that train, its speed is getting decreased with an uniform acceleration of 0.5 meter per second square. So that you can say that acceleration of the train that is nothing but a, which is equal to minus 0.5 meter per second square, which is already given in the problem statement. Negative value for this purpose that the speed is getting decreased. What happens after the application of the brake? The speed is going to decrease. The train is going to be slowed. Right. When you take the last point, that is nothing but applied so as to produce an uniform acceleration. See, last line. Find how far the train will go before it brought to rest. Find how far the train will go before it brought to rest. Rest position is nothing but there will be no movement of that train. If there is no movement of that train, their speed will be how much? It will be equal to 0. It will be equal to 0. What is that speed? It is the speed at the last. It is the speed at the last, that is nothing but the speed at the final position. If the speed of the final position is equal to 0, then we can say that final velocity of that train also be equal to 0. Final velocity of that train that is equal to v, which is nothing but it is equal to 0 km per hour. Now what we have to find out? We have to find out the total distance covered. We have to find out the distance covered. That is s equal to question mark. That is s equal to question mark. We have two formulas, that is nothing but b square equal to u square minus 2as. We can use that formula, or we can use s equal to ut plus half bt square. We have two formulas for the finding the total distance covered. That is nothing but s equal to ut plus half bt square. S equal to u plus half h square, again b square equal to u square minus 2af. If you remember the relationship between the position and time and relationship between the position and velocity, these are the two relationships. So that by using these two formulas we can find out the distance covered. But in this case, when you take this formula, there is a term for the time. But in this equation, this problem statement, they are not mentioning any time. So that we can't use this equation. So directly we are going to use the equation number 2, that is nothing but v square equal to u square minus 2af. When you check that, v is given in the problem statement, u is also given in the problem statement, a is also given in the problem statement. What we have to find out? We have to find out s only. So that we are going to use this equation. So that we know that v square equal to u square minus 2as. We have to find out the s, so that I am going to write as 2as equal to v square minus u square. 2as equal to v square minus u square. Is it right? V square equal to u square minus 2as. If 2as becomes in this side, it will become u square minus v square. It will become u square minus u square. We are going to use this equation. Now, we have the formula for the finding the value of what? We have the formula for the finding the value of s, that is nothing but total distance covered. So, what we have to do? We have to convert the uniform velocity into meter per second square by using the formula. We have to convert the uniform velocity, that is nothing but it is given in the kilometer per hour. When you check the acceleration of that train, it is in meter per second square. So then we have to convert this into the meter per second. So then I am going to multiply this value with the 5 divided by 8. If you remember the previous class, how to convert the kilometer per hour into meter per second by multiplying 5 divided by 8. So that 8 in 1 side, 8 in 5 side. That is equal to how much? 5 5 is 25. It can be given as 25 meter per second. So then by using this formula, that is nothing but 2as equal to v square minus u square. We have already derived this formula, v square minus u square. By using this formula, we are going to find out the total distance covered. So that therefore s equal to v square minus u square divided by 2a. V square minus u square divided by 2a. So that what is the value of s equal to, what is the value of b? B is 0. We can write it as 0 minus minus. What is the value of u? That is nothing but 25 whole bracket square. 25 whole bracket square divided by 2 into what is the value of a? What is the value of a? It is minus 0.5. Minus 0.5. Therefore s equal to 0 minus 0 is nothing but 0. So that I am going to give minus here. 25 square how much? It is equal to 625. Whole divided by 2, 0.5 it is equal to minus 1. Therefore minus minus get cancelled. 625 divided by 1 is equal to how much? It is equal to 625 only. Therefore s equal to 625 meters. S equal to 625 meters. Since all the SI units are meter per second, the SI unit of the total distance covered will be in meters only. So then we can say that train will travel 625 meters before it brought to rest. So that train travels 625 meters before brought it into rest. Broughting it into rest. So that nothing but the train is going to travel 625 meters before it brought it to rest by acceleration of 0.5 meter per second square in the opposite direction. by the initial velocity of that is nothing but 25 meter per second square. And this formula also can be written as that is nothing but, if you remember, 2as equal to v square minus v square. So this is the actual formula. This is the actual formula. We are for the understanding purpose we are going to write v square equal to 2as minus q square or v square minus 2as. I hope this is clear. So that the distance traveled by the train is 625 meters. Now before going to next problem, just check exactly what the problem statement is given. There a problem statement is given as a trolley while going on a inclined plane. A trolley which is going on a inclined plane has an uniform acceleration of 2 cm per second square. 2 cm per second square. What will be its velocity after 3 seconds? What will be its velocity after 3 seconds after the start? After 3 seconds after the start. So see the example. They are given an inclined surface. Inclined surface like this. They are keeping a trolley here. They are keeping a trolley here. They are going to leave the trolley so that it is going to travel on this plane, this surface. So that this inclined surface is going to increase the velocity of this trolley. Right? If there is a change in the velocity, that means when you hold that trolley at this point, what will be the initial velocity of that trolley? We are keeping the trolley on that side only. The initial velocity of that trolley will be 0 meter per second square. Sorry, 0 meter per second. Why? It is not in the moment. We are going to start from here only. So that is the problem statement. They are asked that a trolley while going on an inclined plane has an acceleration of 2 cm per second square. What will be its velocity after 3 seconds after the start? Before the start, it will be how much? It will be equal to 0 meter per second square, or it is given as centimeter second square. So that we can take the initial velocity of that point. It will be 0 centimeter per second. 0 centimeter per second. After the start, what will be the velocity at this point? What will be the velocity of that trolley at this point? Why it is continuously traveling? So that we have to find out the final velocity of that trolley. If it is going with an acceleration of 2 cm per second square. So that we are going to write the given data. That is nothing but initial velocity. Initial velocity of that trolley will be, that is nothing but u. That is equal to how much? It is equal to 0 cm per second. Since before the start, it will be at rest position. If it is at rest position, what will be this initial velocity? It will be equal to 0. Next, acceleration of that trolley, which is given in the problem statement. Acceleration of that trolley. A equal to how much? It is equal to 2 cm per second square. It is equal to 2 cm per second square. Initial velocity u equal to 0 cm per second. Final velocity or acceleration of the trolley is equal to 2 cm per second square. Time taken by the trolley is time taken, that is nothing but t equal to how much? It is equal to 3 seconds, which is given. Right? Now what we have to find out? We have to find out the final velocity of the trolley. That is nothing but final velocity. That is nothing but v equal to question mark. V equal to question mark. When you take the SI unit, it is in centimeter per second, this is in centimeter per second square, this is in second, so there is no need for the conversion of those things. We are directly going to solve. For solving the directly question, when you check the problem statement, in that statement they are given the time as well as they are given the speed related terms, that is nothing but acceleration, initial velocity. So that we are going to use the formula for which is derived as the relation of the velocity and time relation. So that we are going to use that velocity and time relation for the finding the final velocity of that trolley. So that the formula is nothing but we know that what is that formula? That is nothing but v equal to u plus at. V equal to u plus at. Therefore v equal to what? It is equal to at. Since u is equal to 0, or you can write it down. U is equal to 0 plus A equal to how much? It is equal to 2 into what is it? T equal to 3. Therefore, V equal to 2 into 3 how much? It is equal to 6. What is the SI unit of final velocity? If the acceleration is given in the centimeter per second square, the final velocity will be also in the centimeter only. So that final velocity will be centimeter per second. That is nothing but V equal to 6 centimeter per second. The final velocity of that trolley will be 6 centimeter per second. Final velocity of that trolley will be is 6 centimeter per second. 6 centimeter per second is going to acquire the velocity of 6 centimeter per second. I hope this is clear. Next we are going to solve the fourth question of the text. That is nothing but a racing car has a uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. What distance it will cover in 10 seconds after the start? A racing car has a uniform acceleration of the 4 meter per second square. What distance it will cover in 10 seconds after the start? That means we have to write down the given data first. What is the acceleration of the racing car? That is nothing but is equal to 4 meter per second square. And what distance it will going to cover in 10 seconds? They are given the time taken after the start. After the start means they are given the initial velocity. They are given the hint for the initial velocity. That is nothing but it is going to start from a rest position. That is nothing but at rest position. Initial velocity will be how much? It will be equal to 0. So that acceleration of the racing car is equal to acceleration is equal to A is equal to how much? It is equal to 4 meter per second square. Right? It is given in the problem statement. Second, what they are given? They are given for the time taken by that racing car. Time taken, that is nothing but T equal to how much? It is given as 10 seconds. Right? Again they are given that a racing car has a uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. What will be distance it will going to cover in 10 seconds after the start? After the start means the initial velocity they are given as a hint. So that initial velocity is nothing but what? It is U equal to how much? It is equal to 0. Now what we have to find out? We have to find out the total distance covered. We have to find out the distance covered by that racing car. Distance covered, that is nothing but S equal to that nothing but question mark. We have to find out. So that for finding the distance covered, we have two formulas. First one is S equal to ut plus half h square. Second one is v square equal to u square minus 2af. For using the second formula, we have to first find out the v square. It is an extra step, so that I am going to directly use the formula that is nothing but S equal to ut plus half h square. Since u is given, a is also given, t is also given, so that we are going to use that formula. For that reason, we are going to use the formula that is nothing but we know that S equal to ut plus half h square. Therefore, S equal to what is u value? 0. What is the t value? e to 10 plus half. What is the a value? It is given as 4 into what is the t value? It is given as 10. 10 whole bracket square. Right? 0 into 10 is equal to how much? It will be equal to 0 plus half into 4. What is the value of 10 square? It is equal to 100. We can write it as 100. 2 1s are 2 2s are 0 plus anything is that value. So that 200s are 200. Therefore, S equal to 200 meters. Since the estimates of the speed and velocity are given in the meter per second only, so that distance covered will be how much? It will be in meters only. Therefore, S equal to how much? It is equal to 200 meters. So that we can say that racing car is going to cover racing car is covering 200 meters of distance after the start. After the start, it is going to cover how much distance? It is going to cover 200 meters distance. I hope this is clear. All the three problems are clear. In the next question, there is another problem, that is fourth one. After that, we have only one topic to cover, that is nothing but uniform circular motion. We have to check the circular motion. It may be rectangular, or it may be a spherical, or it may be a circular, or it may be square. In the next class, we are going to discuss that problem, as well as we are going to discuss the uniform circular motion. After that, this chapter will be completed. In the next class, we are going to discuss about the exercise questions, which are numericals. If possible, try to solve those numericals in home, so that it will give a clear understanding to you when I am going to solve those questions. Up to that point, thank you, take care, stay well, stay home.